You just had the worst meeting of your week. You walk back to your desk. You are not hungry. You ate 2 hours ago, but something pulls you toward the kitchen or the snack drawer or your bag, and 15 minutes later, you are eating something you did not plan to eat and did not actually want. You call it stress eating. You call it emotional eating. You call it a lack of willpower. None of those are true. What happened in that moment was a precise biological sequence, triggered by stress running through your brain, producing a hunger signal so strong that your decision-making had almost no chance of stopping it. It was not a choice, it was a chemical instruction. And once you understand exactly how it works, the whole thing makes much more sense, and it becomes much easier to interrupt. And the part that will surprise you most is not what stress does to your hunger. It is what stress does to what you are hungry for. We get to that in 3 minutes. Here is what actually happens when you get stressed. Your brain reads a stressful situation, a difficult email, a tense conversation, a deadline, and sends an emergency signal to your body. Your heart rate goes up, your muscles tighten, your body prepares for something demanding. Part of that preparation is energy. Your body thinks you might need to run or fight, even when the threat is just a spreadsheet. So it releases a hormone that mobilizes energy. That hormone also happens to directly increase your hunger signal, not gradually, measurably. Within minutes of a stressful event, your hunger hormone rises, and it does not rise a little. Studies show it can go up by more than 20% from a single stressful episode. So when you feel that pull toward food after a hard morning, you are not being weak. Your body is doing exactly what it was designed to do in a moment of stress. It is just that the stress is a meeting, not a physical threat. And the food is not fuel for a chase, it is chocolate from the vending machine. The biology is running perfectly. It is just running in the wrong context. And what that hunger signal specifically makes you want to eat, and why it is never salad, is the part that explains everything about stress eating. Have you ever noticed that when you are stressed, you never crave broccoli? Nobody does. And it is not a coincidence. When stress hits, your brain does not just make you hungry, it makes you specifically hungry for things that are high in sugar, high in fat, or both. The combination that provides the fastest possible energy to deal with a perceived threat. Your brain learned this over hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. When something dangerous was happening, the fastest fuel was the priority. Sweet things meant quick energy. Fatty things meant sustained energy. Together, they were the perfect emergency combination. The problem is that your brain cannot tell the difference between a physical threat and a Monday morning deadline. The signal is identical. The response is identical. So when your boss sends that email, your brain requests emergency fuel. And the only thing that feels satisfying in that moment is exactly that combination. This is why the biscuits in the meeting room call your name specifically after a hard conversation. Not before, not during, after, because the stress signal takes a few minutes to fully activate. And by the time the meeting ends, the hunger for that specific combination is already running. And here is where it gets more interesting, because stress does not just make you hungry, it changes how much food it takes to feel satisfied. On a normal day, you eat a meal, and after a while you feel full. The fullness signal arrives, you stop eating, and you move on. On a stressful day, the same meal produces less satisfaction. You finish it and feel like you need something else. Not because you ate less, because stress actively reduces the signal that tells your brain you have had enough. Think of it as stress turning down the volume on your fullness dial. The food is arriving, the signal is being sent, but your stressed brain is not hearing it as loudly as it normally would. So you keep eating, looking for the satisfaction that keeps not quite arriving. This is why stress eating tends to involve not one biscuit, but the whole packet. Not a small piece of chocolate, but most of the bar. The fullness signal is there. Your brain just cannot hear it properly. And the third thing stress does, the one that connects everything we have covered in this series, is the reason why a stressful week makes your body physically store more fat from the same food. Stress does not just change what you eat, it changes what your body does with what you eat. We covered this in the hormones episode. Stress keeps a specific hormone elevated throughout the day, and that hormone tells your fat cells to store more aggressively, especially the fat around your abdomen. The same meal eaten on a calm day and a stressful day gets processed differently. On the stressful day, more of it goes into storage. So the stress eating cycle looks like this. Stress arrives, hunger goes up, cravings for sugar and fat spike, fullness signal gets quieter, you eat more than you planned, and then your body stores more of it than it normally would. Each step makes the next one worse, and the thing that breaks the cycle is not stronger willpower. It is understanding the chain well enough to interrupt it at the right moment. So, what do you actually do about it? The answer is not be stronger. The biology is too powerful for that. What works is interrupting the chain before it completes, and there are 3 moments where interruption is actually possible. The first moment, right after the stressful event. The hunger signal takes about 10 to 15 minutes to fully activate after a stressful episode. That is your window. If you move, even briefly, immediately after a difficult meeting or a tense conversation, you interrupt the signal before it fully activates the hunger response. Not a workout, a walk to the bathroom, standing up and going to get water, going outside for 2 minutes, any movement that breaks the sitting stressed pattern before the hunger peaks. Research consistently shows that even 5 minutes of walking after a stressful event significantly reduces the food craving that follows. This is not about burning calories. It is about interrupting a hormonal chain before it completes. The second moment, when the craving arrives, when you feel that pull toward the snack drawer, and you will, the most effective thing you can do is eat something with protein first, not instead of the thing you are craving. First, protein directly reduces the hunger signal, faster and more reliably than any other food. If you eat 15 to 20 grams of protein before the biscuits, a small handful of nuts, a piece of cheese, anything real and protein-rich, the craving for the sweet and fatty combination is usually significantly reduced within 10 to 15 minutes. Your brain gets part of what it was asking for. The urgency drops. You still might eat the biscuits, but probably not the whole packet. The third moment, the evening. The hardest stress eating for most people does not happen during the day. It happens in the evening when the stress of the day has accumulated and you are sitting in front of something relaxing with easy access to food. The most effective thing you can do in this window is not put willpower between yourself and the food. It is change what is available. If the food that stress specifically makes you want is not in the house or is not easily accessible, the biology still runs, but it cannot complete itself the same way. You will eat something. Make it something that does not extend the cycle. None of this is about discipline. All of it is about understanding when in the chain you can actually intervene and doing something specific at that moment. Stress is not going away. The biology of stress hunger is not going away, but the chain between stress and eating the whole packet, that part is interruptible, once you know where to interrupt it. If you want to understand specifically how the hormone that drives stress hunger also drives fat storage around your abdomen, that is in episode 3 and episode 5 of Body Signals. Watch them next. Subscribe to Body Signals. Every week, one mechanism, explained the way it actually works,